Welcome everyone, I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for Chapters, Interactive Stories, Kidnapping the Princess, Chapter 4. Daddy! You stare in horror as Ronaldo is slowly pulling his blade from your father's body. What are you doing? With a furious scream, you launch yourself at Ronaldo, wanting to stop him, to hurt him. He easily flings you away. You land heavily, crashing against the bedpost. Ronaldo advances on you. Your mother stands frozen, paralyzed by shock and fear. Help! Guards! Help your king! Those few who can hear your screams will soon be dead. Nobody will help you, my queen. You will all die tonight. Mother's face contorts in desperation. She appears torn. Should she attempt to save her dying husband, or move to protect her young daughter? Her mother's face hardens as she runs in front of you, taking a fighting stance. Ronaldo grins in wicked amusement. Why are you doing this? I know there's a deeper reason. Tell me what it is, but it doesn't matter. This is treason. What? What little girl would say this, but okay. It is, I suppose. So it's all the more surprising you don't want to know why. And it was so long in the planning, too. Regardless, all that matters is that the better woman becomes queen. And by my hand. Better woman? Who? Who's your conspirator? The more I say, the more it will hurt when your life is bleeding out. Ronaldo, how could you betray us after all these years? Like this. Ron lunges at your mother. She dodges, but the knife bites into the flesh of her arm. She screams, "Out of my way!" Your mother holds her arm, blood seeping through her fingers. Sibel is an innocent child. You don't have to include her in this treachery. I cannot leave your heir alive, or this will all be for naught. He raises his knife. A murderous grin spreads on his face as he savoring the moment. With one swift movement, your mother leaped. Oh, wait. I'm confused. This is narrating, but it's him saying it. Mother leaps and kicks him in the stomach. Enraged, he sinks his knife into her chest. Your mother groans in pain and falls to the floor. What should I do? Save yourself. You're a child, and your parents couldn't defend themselves. You make a run for the window. It takes Ronaldo only 3 strides to catch you. You scream, and again, as you feel the length of cold steel sink into your back. The pain is instant and excruciating. Your legs buckle, and you fall to the floor. You evil son of a... Your mother has found the strength to run at Ronaldo. She tackles him to the ground, using her last moments to buy you enough time to escape. Run, Sibel, run! Mother! Eyes burning with tears, you take one last glance at your parents, just in time to see Ronaldo plunge his dagger into your mother one last time. You feel dizzy as blood loss takes its toll. The room swims in colors, orange, red, and villa. It's on fire. Ronaldo has used a log from the hearth to set fire to the curtains. As your mother falls silent, you struggle to find your feet. Ignoring you, Ronaldo leaves the room. Mother, Father! Only horrible silence answers. I can't die here. I won't die here. Your hands are weak, but you're able to pry open the window. Ronaldo returns, dragging the body of another guardsman into the bedroom. As you watch, Ronaldo pulls a black ski mask over the man's head and begins removing his uniform. Be with you in a second, my dear. This old cabin is burning faster than I thought. You're on the 2nd story, but there's some snow below. It might be enough to cushion your fall. With one last look back at your lifeless parents, you pull yourself out over the windowsill and fall. You land heavily on your side. For a moment, you can't move. In the window above, you see Ronaldo's silhouette, so you don't move a muscle. After a long moment, he seems to decide you're dead, or dying, and disappears from the window. Pushing yourself to your feet, you scan your surroundings. The villa is now nearly consumed in flame. No other people are in sight. All is dark and quiet in the surrounding forest. Your feet are bare, and you're already freezing as you trudge step by step away from the villa. But the pain that seems to matter most right now is the pain in your heart. You just can't believe Talia's family would betray you like this, and the idea that Talia might have known about it. An icicle seems to lodge into your chest at the next thought. Could she have known, and yet chose not to warn me? Step by step, your thoughts and fears darken as the tragedy sinks in, and the snow falls all around. Much later. Miss Iris, you have a visitor? Chandra, what did I say about privacy? You need to knock before opening my door. My duty mandates that I confirm you're alive. The schedule is quite rugged. Who talks like that? And thank you. Yes, I'm quite alive. Madame Brooke is here. Should I let her in? Yes, and then leave. And do your best not to barge in on us? Thanks. The Prescott's assistant is all kinds of creepy. She's always nosing about in ways unbecoming of a servant. A knock on the door in a playful manner that is very Brooke. Since you're not Sandra, you may come in. The door opens and Brooke bounces into the room. She's in short shorts and sneakers. She glances around at the luxurious bedroom, but unlike most people, doesn't seem impressed. When she sees you, however, her eyes light up and she hops right onto the bed. Iris, long time no see. How are you, love? Best friend. That's right. I was wondering why she looks familiar. Not much has changed since you said that same thing yesterday. I'm still your old, boring college classmate. Oh, psh. You're not boring. Just, you're a little mysterious. Antisocial. You're always with your books, you never go to parties, and you don't even look at boys. I don't do boyfriends. What about girlfriends? No girlfriends either, Brooke. I don't get you. She snatches the book out of your lap and examines it with a scowl. Capitulation, linear algebra, and you? I didn't know you were taking a math class this semester. I'm not. Oh, so just a little light beach read, huh? Jeez, Iris. You're gorgeous, and yet instead of sharing those high school, oh my god, high cheekbones with the world, you sit in here reading the books. My adoptive parents and I do that. Can I please have my book back? You're adopted? Brooke, yes, I'm adopted. When you were an infant, or... No, and in fact, I wasn't even born in England. Shortly after that fateful night at the villa, you awaken in an orphanage. It's several days after they found you in the snow. You learned from the nurses. They brought you here after you told them that your parents were dead in an accident. You refused to say anything more than that, for fear that Ronaldo would find you and finish the extermination of the Narima royal family. What's your name, my dear child? Do you recall? My name is Iris. Despite your intense sadness and anger, you know that for what you're planning, you need years to prepare. You kept to yourself at the adoption agency. It was this standoffishness that drew them at first. The Prescotts were a soft-spoken British couple, highly intelligent and kind. After seeing you reading a book on the doctrines of the Cold War, they took an interest in you. They visited several times before deciding they wanted to adopt you. You agreed. You did so because they were nice and in love with each other and reminded you of your parents. Only they would be taking you back to their country, home country, England. Larry and Samantha Prescott turned out to be very wealthy. Your new home was a mansion, but your heart was already growing cold. Instead of being happy that you would live a life of luxury, your first thought is, I will have funds I need to exact my revenge. You did not like having to call them mother and father, but it was important to them that you did. So you did. Though you would never think of them as anything else but two kind and charitable strangers. They promised that you could grow up to be anything at all, and they would support you. What if I want to become a princess? If you treat us as your father and mother, you will always be treated as a princess. What do you say? What else could you say? This was the perfect life to use to get your old life back. So there you have it. My parents were killed in a fire at the royal villa, and I've been here ever since. Wow, I don't even know what to say. It's hard to believe. Huh, well, that's quite a backstory, even if you did make it up. Look, are you here for a reason? I have books to read. Well, kind of. I mean, why look at math when you can look at me? Math is a universal language, Brooke. Learning it will help you with coding, and coding will help with hacking. Hacking? Who said anything about hacking? What are you gonna hack? Nothing. It's just... I just like the theoretical aspect of it. The theory that involves hacking the security grid of the Neromian Palace, which is the only way I'll be able to kidnap the princess without outside help. Brooke scoots over to sit right next to you on the bed. Iris, you may be a loner, but you are one strange... She removes your reading glasses. And beautiful girl. In one quick move, Brooke takes off her top, and revealing the sexy bra she's wearing underneath. Moving close, she cups your face in her hands. What are you doing? Kissing you?
Damn you, diamonds!
Refuse. No, Brooke. Come on, Iris. It's not like you haven't been kissed before. I know you're lesbian, so don't bother denying it. Again, you gently push her away. Brooke, I'm sorry. Do you not find me attractive? You're unbelievably attractive. And you know it. But I'm not attracted to you for reasons that have nothing to do with you. Look, I'm sorry, Brooke. I'm actually pretty screwed up. Obviously, I mean, what kind of person would turn down this perfection? You are so full of yourself, and it's probably your personality. Despite everything, her statement makes you smile. I have to admit, she is pure temptation in that lingerie. You're smart and fun and funny and deserve to be treasured by somebody who can. Thanks for describing yourself. The truth is, I don't have any time for anything right now, especially love. And what about sex? Sex is the easy part. We can do it anytime, anywhere, no strings attached. Well, okay then, let's get... But there's always the risk of you falling in love with me, and I can't let that happen. That's rather a conceited thing to say. Not conceited. Even if the chance is low, I can't risk it. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to lead you on. Did you just really say that? Brooke reaches for your hand, but you step away again, trying to hide your panic. I know this sounds like a line, Brooke, but it's not you. It's me. I can't stay here. I don't get why they keep flipping the damn things. Grabbing something to cover yourself, you rush out of the room and down the stairs. You hear Brooke call out after you. But this is your house! Okay.
Why are you leaving your own house?
For a solid week, Brooke avoids you. No texts, no stopping by. You begin to miss her. It's for the best, though. I have to remember that. You refocus on classes and on your hobby, strategizing how to going to capture Talia. The woman now calling herself Queen Esmeralda must be punished and disposed. One day, as you're coming out of class, somebody grabs your wrist. Iris, come here. You nearly jump out of your skin. It's Chandra, the Prescott's executive assistant. Chandra, what are you doing at my school? Is something wrong with Mum and Dad? Huh? Oh, no. Miss Iris, I just had a strange feeling you were in trouble. A strange feeling? Are you okay? Anything wrong? Any stalkers got your number these days? God, Chandra, what's wrong with you? No, I'm fine. No stalkers, well, other than Brooke, but she seems to be avoiding me. I'm not avoiding you. I've just been thinking. You turn around. Brooke is standing there, looking apologetic. False alarm. Okay, well, I'll see you later, Miss Iris. Yeah, okay, weirdo. Hey, can we go somewhere and talk? Is it only talking you want to do? Yes, truce? Brooke, I have something to explain. What do you mean? Believe it or not, I've been trying to be honest and straightforward with you. Okay. But I've left out something very important, and it's time I think I told somebody. And it's somehow not about your blossoming homosexuality. Brooke, this is serious. I'm trying to be real with you. Sorry. Okay, let's go somewhere and talk. You follow Brooke back to her dorm room. So what did you want to talk about? After leaving your place, I kept thinking about the pretend story you told me. I mean, it sounds like BS straight out of a modern fairy tale, but it was just so specific. So we did some research. The royal family of the small country of Narumi died in a fire after a burglar broke in and caused a struggle. But many of the guards were killed, and the investigation was defunded by the new queen. That's right. She couldn't stop an investigation, so she slowed it to a standstill. Brooke grows serious. She nods solemnly at you as you lock eyes. You were telling the truth. So, you're the princess, aren't you? You close your eyes and sigh. You had no idea how good it would feel to have somebody else know. You gauge her reaction carefully. One hand of going to the police, and you'll take it all back. Yes, I am. For a long moment, Brooke looks you over as you've never met. She then throws her arms around you and embraces you. Oh, Iris, I'm so sorry. She squeezes you so hard you feel tears welling in your eyes. She releases you and you quickly wipe them away. So, you're on a revenge kick, right? I mean, you're gonna avenge your parents, yes? As a matter of fact. I knew it! It explains so much! I don't know what exactly it... Okay, so I've been thinking about that too. As you know, I'm a CS major. And I'm getting really good at coding these days, but more importantly, I've been spending a lot of time on network packet protocol. On what? Hacking, Iris. I'm getting pretty amazing at cracking servers. Which you will need to do if you're going to break into the palace. I refuse to say that word anymore because it's been said like 12 times. Slow smile spreads on your face. It seems you are right to trust Brooke. I do indeed. Are you offering to help me? You know I'm intending to commit a capital crimes. Well, then we'd better make sure we don't get caught. Wow, Brooke, I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. If it works, and you get your Oh my god, stop doing the flipping shit! I typically don't have to read the name, and so I typically, when it flips back over here, it's your main character, and when it flips back over here, it's Brooke, but no, we keep flipping it. If it works, you get your revenge. I fully expect you to fall in love with me in the process. Stop flipping it. Brooke? Kidding. Kinda. Anyway, I really care about you, Iris. You've been a true friend to me. Thanks, Brooke. I can't tell you how much that means to me. And I mean it. So, do you really think you can teach me how to hack the most heavily guarded building? The security system is one of the best in the world. I think I can do it, but I know we can figure it out together. Brooke pulls out her laptop, throws open the cover, and starts typing. Her fingers blaze across the keyboard. You've never noticed before how computer savvy she is. Wait, now? No. Time like the present to start. Besides, it will take weeks to teach you. Where do you want to begin? Well, how do I take control of the cameras? There are cameras in every room of the palace. Controlling them would give me a huge advantage. If they're not landlocked, it should be possible. Will I be able to tap into the video feeds from afar, or will I need to be on the premises? That's the rub. Let's see. For hours, you learn the basics of getting into a protected server. She shows you things over and over until you get it. Slowly, you begin to learn how to protect your digital infiltration and how to destroy evidence of it. Brooke is even more knowledgeable than she's let on. Bloody hell, Brooke. How do you have time for school, modeling, and hacking? My parents are software programmers. Mom is front-end, and Dad handles the back-end. You look at each other and burst out laughing, thinking the same thing. What the... Oh. Ha ha ha. Why is it I'm more serious right now than usual? I've been chosen. To be honest with you, Brooke, my name isn't Iris. It's not? It's Sibel. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me. But I like Iris better. Over the following weeks, you begin to neglect your studies. You soak up everything Brooke teaches you, and more. Several times you guys attempt to tunnel in and gain control of the security system. Each time you fail, while risking being caught. Then, one late night, you're attempting a new script variation by yourself, and it works. Oh my god, I'm in! The palace security grid is right there on the laptop. Controls, temperature alarms, guard locks, guest lists. The works. Fingers trembling, you attempt to access the individual room cameras and find that you have access to every camera in the entire palace. One by one, you investigate each video feed until you find hers. A single keystroke will allow me to activate it. You hesitate only a moment before hitting enter. A live feed appears on your screen. Seeing her for the first time in a decade, your breath catches in your throat. Talia is sitting on her bed. Correction, she's sitting on your bed, which she and your mother, her mother, stole from you. You see that she's happily typing, perhaps writing a message to someone. Zoom in on Talia. Turn it off. So what if she's writing a love letter or whatever? So what if it's a guy who can probably make her laugh? That's not my concern. Let them live their happy little lives for now. They won't last long. Your chest squeezes painfully. You're supposed to hate her, to make her suffer like you did. And yet, despite any dark desire, a question still begs to be answered. If Talia knew of the coup, or was in on it, would I have the strength to end her life too? What if that was the only way to ensure the legacy of your parents, by ascending the throne in their name? Interesting. Oh, so in case you're wondering, and in case you're watching, and you're going, where's your diamond editions? I'm taking a break this week. No offense, I just am. Right now I'm still waiting on Hero to get manually proved. It hasn't hit 1K views. And then all my diamond editions for Endless Summer have all been kind of, quote-unquote, flagged as inappropriate. And since they're all under 1K views, which is surprising because it's diamond editions of Endless Summer, they typically get 200 to 300 views. And that's it. They just sit there. So, like I said, I'm taking a break to do these normal chapters, build up diamonds, just do this new content that we haven't done before. And also some stuff on my side that I'm trying to build up to eventually share. So, in case you're wondering, that's where. Ah, coffee, you are the sanity and the madness. With that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Please feel free to like, comment, share, or subscribe. Also, head down in the description below. You can follow me on social media, or if you're feeling generous enough to support me and my content, it'd be greatly appreciated. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.